Coke?
Yeah, dude.
What do you want?
Coke, please.
Coke, 2 Cokes? Two
Sure.
Cokes? Anybody else?
Coke.
Coke,
Mr.
Coke, 4
Jimmy.
Cokes.
Thanks, Jimmy.
4, 3. Oh.
Thank you.
I'll pass it down for you.
What's up?
Hi, Mr. Jimmy. Thanks. You're up, bud.
So,
There you go.
I want to stand in someone's way. Guys, my name is Jimmy Massey of Massey Landscape. Some of you may not know me. Out of Asheville, North Carolina, or Waynesville, North Carolina, near Asheville, North Carolina. I got my brother, cousin, Jake and Gavin in the back. If I didn't have them, I'm not quite sure. Probably would be spinning my wheel. So, when it comes to Google, my business, Google reviews. I mean, at first when I started, we built the website, and it was okay, and it brought in like some leads, and then we're like, you know what, like we could do better. I have a little bit of background in SEO and website type stuff. I'm no expert, don't get me wrong, but we knew we could do stuff to improve the website, so we did so. And we were getting, and this was back when we didn't have many reviews whatsoever on Google. So we were getting some leads generating through the website because of the SEO and the work that we put in on the website. But then when it came back to Google with reviews, I kept asking customers, like asking for reviews. Like even if it was like a one-time customer and I was doing this one job and they tell me like, I just want you to do this one job. I'll do that one job, see if they're satisfied, and if they say yes, we're satisfied, we love it, which, well, pretty much all of them said that they like it, love it, some crap like that. They were happy, I was cool. So I give them a card and ask them, well, at first I say, can I email you a link to write as a Google review? And like that kind of got tedious because like I'd go, have to copy the link, send it to them, and the link that I sent them, I don't know if you guys know, but there's a way that you can get a link to go directly to, not like, they don't have to go to Google and type in Massey Landscape or whatever the company may be and find you and then click and click and click. I got a link where it was directly for them to just right to the page where they fill out the review. And that kind of got tedious. And so what I did is I went out and I printed out business cards, but all it was, did you like our service? Would you write as a Google review type thing? So I would just pass them out, like instead of having to ask for, you know, the review or whatnot with an email and send that, I would just give them cards. So, now these are stats that I did pull offline, but these are stats that I can agree with totally. And the 48% of people that visit your website after reviews, I totally agree with that, because like I said, like the website was doing okay after I got more reviews on Google. Then it kind of increased, and I could see the traffic was coming from Google. They weren't coming directly to the website all the time. A lot of them were clicking through Google because, you know, in the Google listing, unless you're running an ad on Google, you know, everybody searches Google. So like at the top of Google, there's an ad, and then if you're looking for a service, there's an ad, and then below that is like the listings. And I had 3 competitors. At first, I wasn't even in the area. It's a totally different subject. First, I wasn't even in like the 3-pack, 6-pack, 7-pack, whatever you want to call it. We got up there after getting more Google listings, doing better SEO on our website. We got to number 1 on the listings above other companies, and after doing that and getting more reviews, I seen more traffic to the site. So I think it kind of gives you like a notoriety, like they trust you type a little more. You know what I mean?
And Jimmy, how does that translate to actual calls that you were getting? Because you've had a great year. After all of this, I think one of you guys said that your sales doubled this year.
Yeah.
Doubled.
Yeah, for
How
sure.
much of it is attributed to this?
To Google?
Yeah. Like we're going higher up where you weren't before on Google.
I mean, I would say 95%, 99, 95%. Because, I mean, no one looks at the yellow page. Actually, it's funny. I got a Yellow Pages book in the mail the other day, and they Yellow Pages finally got smarter after sending all of us like stacks of Yellow Pages this far big. They got
Yeah.
smarter. Now I got one like this. I thought it was a magazine. And I was like, oh no, it's the Yellow Pages. They get smarter. Well, they didn't throw it away and not do it anymore, but at least they made it smaller. But anyways, no one looks at Yellow Pages. They go to Google first, and so like the calls have increased greatly because the reviews that we have the 5-star reviews. I think we're up to what 28, 27, something like that reviews. Okay, 30s. So, and that's nowhere near where I want to be. I want more, but I know that's more than what our competitors have. So I'm trying to beat them at every level. And then like when it comes to Google, making your listing on Google, like I haven't done great on this recently, all honesty, but always adding photos to your Google listing will help, and it tells Google that you're staying current in the situation. You're staying current. You're not like stagnant, and you're always giving them something fresh to look at. And I know Danny and Sam can agree with that. Give them something fresh to look at. So that helped us. So I think that answered your question, right?
Just out of curiosity, how many of you guys are using Google listings at the moment for your business? About half the group. So the other half that aren't using it, is there anything that's sort of holding you back? Like how to use Google listings, how to use it effectively?
My problem with Google is I can't get the review link.
You can't get the review link.
The review link that you were talking about where
Where it sends you the customer directly to that.
I cannot get it. I went on there, I think I tried to fill out the form for it or something. You gotta log in. I forgot how to do it, but I tried it and I still can't get it.
I'm sure one of us could
You know
help
what?
you. It's very
That's-
simple.
But I just keep throwing pictures at it.
What we'll do, we'll put a piece of content. Do you visit the Echo Means Business website? Have you visited that?
I visited probably like 3 times.
Okay, so visit that 4th time then. EchoMeansBusiness.com. We'll put a piece of content up how to get Google listings for your business. We'll make that one of the pieces we take away from here to put that up for you.
Perfect.
Okay.
And then going back to like the yellow books and older people, they kind of do still look at it. And a lot of older people don't even look at it anymore. They've jumped into the phase of searching for Google for stuff.
You got like 80-year-olds looking at Google for lawn care now.
Yeah,
And you're
I
like,
mean,
they
so
figured it out.
so like even the older generation are jumping on Google, but like the age demographic 18 to 35, like they trust, and instead of like a friend or family saying something about someone, they'll go to Google. They say Joe Schmo the painter or whatever, he's good. Well, they'll probably go to Google, type it in, and like read about him, right? I mean, that's what we all do. If we want a laptop, computer, camera, whatever it may be, we want to see some feedback what others say, and so yeah, the age demographic, they trust Google reviews more than their friends and family. Reviews. The 10%, the reviews that help you, 10% on website ranking. That kind of like goes back to what I was saying. Like, you getting reviews is another way of giving Google something to look at and something to just keep track of you, telling Google that you're fresh. So you're getting a review that tells them you're staying fresh. You're getting pictures up there. It's just anything that you can throw at them, even if it's on your website. But anything you can throw at them, it's going to help your rankings of the website and of the rankings of your listing itself.
It's like feeding it, and you just keep giving it food and content. And it
This
makes
guy's
them
just
happy.
looking at me like, like
Yeah, it
does
makes-
anybody
it
have
makes-
any questions?
yeah.
Like, is there anything I can answer at this point?
I'm curious how you track leads. Is it mostly by phone referral, or do you actually track your leads from website inquiries as well? Who uses the website to track the leads?
Yeah, I mean that's one thing. Like when we're onboarding a new client or even someone that we're going to propose to do work to, yeah, that's one of the first things we ask. Well, how did you find out about us? Because that it wasn't just a lead from website. Was it from Google? Was it a referral from a client? Which client? And that can factor big into like immediate treatment of that person.
Right.
Like, is this just a blind lead, or did our client who spends $10, $20, $30, $40,000 a year refer that to us? Like, is this something we need to get right on? Because this is like the golden goose opportunity.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, but
No, no.
what you were saying right there, I had the same problem. I was like, I need to fix that problem. How can I fix that problem? And I figured it out fairly simple. My contact form,
Yep.
depending on what contact forms you use, I don't know. Mine's super easy to edit or whatnot. So what I did is on my contact form, they can click. They found us through Google or a
Right.
friend, and if it's a friend, then it drops down. They can type in their friend's name
Oh,
or
cool.
like where it came from. So like tracking wise, that was my easy fix to figure out tracking.
Yeah.
I use a Google Voice number for all business. So even though a person calls me, well, their friend could have gave a card, and even though they're calling a Google Voice, they still don't know. So that was my quick fix of identifying like where exactly they're coming from.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
you have like a chart or something, or something, a spreadsheet on a computer or whatever, and you can kind of keep tabs of it, like where it's actually coming from. The software that I'm using for customers, that's one thing that I added in there on that specific software, is that I wrote where this person came from, a
Yep.
referral type or whatever,
Yeah.
and so then I'll write that there. So then I can go see like where all these people are coming from. But I can tell you right off the bat, there's two things that they're coming from. Referrals, yes, but it's mostly the Google listing and moving from Google listing, either moving and calling or moving from Google listing to the contact page.
Sure.